to episode 112. My name's Julie from So Unique, and I will pop all the links down below where you can find me on social media. Well, I hope everybody's had a lovely week this week. Yet again, where has the week gone? It doesn't seem 5 minutes that I was filming last week's vlog. Anyhow, I've got myself a cup of tea. I've had to warm this up because yet again I've let it go cold, so I need to drink it. The weather here today has been absolutely beautiful. It's Sunday, and what day are we on? 22nd. I don't know what date it is today. But I don't know, I seem to be really busy this week. Not so much on the crafting side, but I have got some things to show you. But I've been busy at work, and I've had quite a lot of yarn come in. The other day there were two big boxes of yarn, so I had to get all that unpacked and put on the shelf and update the website and everything. And then the same day I had some fabric arrive as well, and I've got some polar fleece. I've got some of that black with the flowers on, so I've got that in. I had, what did I have? 2 bolts of viscose fabric, and oh, excuse me, and a lovely bolt, well, not a bolt, a roll of fabric. It's a beautiful blue. It's like a light, I'd say a light denim blue with flowers on, and it looks really nice. And I think that will make a lovely top, trousers, kimono, dress, whatever you want for the summer. So I'm actually looking forward to maybe making something to put up in the shop, of what to do with it. So I have been pretty busy there, and I've been busy on the crafting side as well. I've done a few things, so yeah, I'll just have a sip of tea and we'll get started. Oh, and I've had 1 or 2 purchases as well this week. Not a lot. Oh. But at the beginning of the week, we've had pancake day here, Shrove Tuesday. We didn't have any pancakes. Completely forgot about the pancakes because it turned out that Kevin's birthday was actually on pancake day, and so we went out for a meal, and with family we got together and went out for a meal, and we had a really nice meal. And yeah, I took a few pictures, not a lot, just 1 or 2. So what I'm going to do is at the end of this vlog, I'm going to put some pictures in of our night out and anything else I need to put in, because otherwise it's going to take me ages to edit when I edit to where to put the pictures in. So I thought this time I'm just going to put the pictures in at the end. It'll be easier. So yeah, we had a lovely evening. What did I have? It was like a chicken katsu Japanese curry, and I didn't realise when I said, oh, I'll have that you got it with a naan bread plus a small sort of pot of chips. So the chips were really nice, but I did share the chips with everybody else, and I only had half the naan bread because I was full, and that was enough for me. We didn't have starters, we didn't have pudding. The main meal was plenty. Everybody else had different things, but we had a really nice night. And I even had a gin while I was out, which was good, and it was a raspberry and blackberry, and it tasted really nice, so I did like that one. So yes, so it has, like I say, it has been quite busy, and yeah, so I'll get on with what I've been up to. I think we'll start with the dressmaking. Now, last week I did say I wanted to get the Tilly and the Buttons indigo in the micro cord, which is here. Now, I don't have any photographs of me wearing it because basically I've only just finished it. I've only just done the hem today. So yeah, so let's see what it's like. And it's a lovely make, and this one I dropped the waist down by 2 inches, so I'm hoping that is just where I want it. And I've extended the sleeve by about an inch, because I think the other one came to about here on me, and I just wanted it a little bit longer. So when I come to try it on, I'll let you know next week what I think to it, and I'll probably have it on when I film next time, I think. But no, it was easy make, didn't take long. I do the body first with the sleeves, set the sleeves in and do the facing and everything, and then I left it for a few days, and then I gathered the skirt up, stitched it up, gathered the skirt up, hemmed it, and that was that then. So yeah, love that. And I did manage to get the sleeveless jumper to go with it. So it really it's got the turtleneck on it, and it really does go with it really well. So I'm looking forward to wearing this at work. But I think what I'm going to have to do is make myself an apron for work, because my jumpers are getting full of bits of thread from cutting all the fabric. So I end up just walking around with bits of fabric on me, which is not a good look, and it takes me ages to get it out of my jumper. And also I've got the full length I've got the full sleeve jumper to go with it. So these two items came out of 2 meters of fabric, which I think is really, really good. So this, I must admit, this is one of my favourite patterns, and that is the oversized tee pattern, Ellie and Mac. So I think this is probably the first time I might have shown this, but that's it. And I think there's a pattern for a hood to go on this as well, which I'm not bothered about the hood. Oh yeah, there it is. That one's got the hood on it. But no, I love it. So I think I've got 1 or 2 more items to make with that pattern, and then that will probably be it for a while, and I'll go on to something else. But no, I really enjoyed that, and I love this knitted yarn. It's really, really nice. And yeah, I think it's my colours. So that's what I've been making there. What else have I been making? I think that's all the sewing I've been doing on the machine this week. Right, so we'll get on to my sock knitting. I've actually done a little bit on my socks, not a lot, but I've done a little bit. I've managed to get the heel flaps finished and the turn, and the last thing I did was just pick up all the stitches all the way around. Now I feel like this is taking me ages just to do this little bit, and I think my sock mojo has deserted me this week. I just didn't want to do it, but I do want to do it. So I think what I'm going to try and do is probably just pop this in my handbag and just take it to work, and just see if I can do a few rows while I'm at work. And then if I feel like sock knitting in an evening, I can do it, because I do have other things that I want to do. So, and then maybe my mojo will come back. But love this yarn. It feels really nice. West Yorkshire Spinners, candy cane, that's it. So yeah. Could take me all year to finish this, the rate I'm going, I think. Oh dear. Right, well, the next thing I've got to share with you is cross stitch. Now, as you know, I've been working on my Easter one, and I've actually managed to get a little bit done. Let's see if I can put something white behind it. Last time I shared it with you, I was just, that's it, I'd got the egg to do, so I've managed to do the egg this week, and actually managed to get the bunny finished. No mistakes, which I'm pleased to say. That was really good. And I have been cross stitching downstairs in the living room, because that's where I've got my Lowry stand and my lamp. And I do like to stitch in the living room, because I can listen to YouTube, and if I'm not having to concentrate too much, because this pattern's not too bad to do, but sometimes I just can't concentrate. And of course, if you've got the telly on, or there's family there, or Kevin's there, everything goes to pot. And I've noticed over, well, beginning part of the week, I was starting to get a backache again, because I think sitting on the settee is not doing me any favours, because I feel like I'm a funny shape. So what I decided to do, as our bedroom's not too cold, I've gone back upstairs, I've cleaned my desk off, and obviously I've got my computer up there, and I've started cross stitching up there, so I've got plenty of light up there. I have got a magnifying lamp up there as well, and I have found it a lot better because I am sat more upright on my swivel chair, so it's better for my posture. So no backache, no shoulder ache, no neck ache, nothing. So I've actually managed to get on this week doing the cross stitch, and I can leave it out on my desk so long as I keep the bedroom door shut. Otherwise the cats will be on my desk, which I don't want that. So, but I do keep the door shut. But yeah, so I've been enjoying that, and I'm hoping next week definitely to get the flower done, and then we'll see what happens there. So yeah, so this is definitely going to be finished for Easter, which is brilliant. And you know, I'm keeping it in a bag as well. I've been really good. I'm not using plastic bags for a change, which is not like me. Everything's in a plastic bag. So it's all housed in my little bag, which everything's in there. And if I know I'm going to have a quiet day at the shop, or I've not got any jobs to do, I just pop it in my handbag and I can take it with me, which is fantastic. So I'll pop that there. Now the other thing I've been working on, not much, I only did a little bit today because I had a little bit of spare time this morning, so I thought, oh, I'm going to make a start on this. This is my Year in Flowers, a flower a day embroidery design. This is the one I bought from West Coast Stitchery. Now there's not been a lot online about this, about the colours people used, and it just sort of put me off a bit. I thought, oh, I need to see what at least one of these segments done, so I can sort of get an idea of what the stitching looks like, what the colours that people use. And you do get a chart where you can, where have I put it? Oh, where you can sort of record what threads you use, what colours you use each day. And I'm thinking to myself, well, 31 days in a month, in some months, do I really have to have 31 different colours? But this morning when I looked on Instagram, West Coast Stitchery had actually posted a finished segment, so I could have a little look at it just to see sort of the colours that had been used. And I thought, right, I see it now, I get it. So I decided to make a start on it, and I'm glad I did. But that's all I needed, was to see what somebody had actually stitched, what sort of colours they use, and sort of what the repeat of the colours was, which was really good. Now I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. Now I haven't done a lot on it, but I've done a little bit in January, and it's just straight stitching, seed stitch, French knots. There's a daisy in there, and there's like a wheel, which I haven't got onto that yet. So I've made a start. So like I say, now I've got it, there'll be no stopping me, I can just get on with it. And what I thought I would do as well is probably over this next week, is start on February. Maybe start, say, from today and do my flower a day, but then sort of play catch up with January and the beginning of February. So who knows what I'll have done by the time I next share this with you. I'm hoping I've got caught up, because that's what I would like to do. Now today's it started off a bit dull this morning and we had the rain, but then we've had a really nice sunny day, so I think I'm going to put a nice bright cheery blue in. So that should be good. I need to have a look through my threads and see, because I've got plenty of threads. I'm not short of threads. So yeah. So like I said, now I've made a start, I am raring to go. So I'm going to probably work on this and the Easter one after, well, this evening I think, when I've done everything. So yeah. Right, well I think that's all the makes I've got to share with you. Yes, now we're on to purchases. Well, it's, you know, Easter's coming. It's lethal going into the big supermarket that we've got here. I'd only gone in to get a bit of shopping for my mother-in-law, and I got a couple of bits. Well, I only went in for a couple of bits that we needed because our food shop's not coming till Monday evening, and I ended up spending £47. And I think to myself, did I really need all that? Anyhow, they've got some lovely Easter things in there and spring things, especially like your tableware, your plates. They look really, really nice, and they've got this lovely, I suppose it's like a cake stand, I would say, and you've got a small cream cake stand, and underneath it the bit that's holding the plate up, it's a bunny laid on its back and the plate sat on its feet, which I thought was really nice. And I must admit, I was really tempted to buy it, but I don't need one. I've got plenty of cake stands, and it's like, where would I keep it? I've got plenty of stuff in my cupboards and I don't have the space. But I did buy this very, very cute bunny. So I thought this is going to be nice to use. I might actually take it to work, I'll see. And there was also a yellow one, a chick one, which I was tempted to get that one, but I thought, I think I prefer the bunny. And I think this was £4. Supermarket beginning with T, we all know who that is. And also, I got one more thing. They've got glass cups, and what else have they got? They've got candles as well, really nice candles, and they're all decorated up, and yeah, there were some lovely things in there. And I got this plate. I mean, who can resist a plate? I can't remember how much this one was though. And it is dishwasher safe, microwave safe, chicken egg plate. But I thought that looks really nice. So I can use this as a plate if I want to, or I can have it on a plate stand just for decoration in the kitchen. So that's my new little bits for Easter decorations for this year, because I have actually got 2 boxfuls of Easter decorations that I put in the kitchen and in the living room. So I don't really need any more. So I've been good. That's all I'm buying. I'm not looking at any more Easter things. I've got far too many. But it is very, very cute. Right, well, the next thing I purchased is a pattern. Now this is in just black and white, just grayscale. And I don't know if I shared the pattern that I had that was called the bob pants from Style Art, but I did make some in a twirl, and they were that baggy and that wide on the hip. I just got rid of them. I was that disappointed in them, but I only used some cheap fabric, so it didn't matter. But I can't for the life of me find the pattern, and I don't know what I've done with it, because I thought I was going to try it again, because at that time, well, not long after that, I was watching a few sewing vloggers, and they'd had the bob pattern as well, and they were really, really nice, because they'd used some different kind of fabric, which I wasn't sure what fabric to buy, to be honest. So once I saw other people's and I knew what fabric they used, I think I did go out and buy myself a bit of fabric, but it's all packed away at the minute. So at least I've got some fabrics to use. Anyhow, I was searching for a pattern for some trousers, because I haven't got a proper trouser pattern. All I've got is the Darby and Joan top and trouser set, which is, for me, it's more for the summer, the wide leg trousers, because I'm not a big wide leg trouser fan, but I do like them in the summer when it's hot and you've got nice floaty fabric. So this pattern is called the Barry woven pant. It's elasticated waist. It still tapers in at the ankles, but it is ankle length. So I know some people have said they'd rather have it longer. So I thought, right, well, I'm going to give this one a try, because the ones I've seen online and on Instagram all look really, really nice, and they're not hugely wide. And if they are a bit wide, I can take them in. So what I thought I might do is to lengthen them a little bit, give myself another couple of inches. And I've got ankle boots that are like, they look like Doc Martens, but obviously they're not. And I'm loving wearing them at the minute because they are so comfortable and so cozy. And I thought, well, the trousers can sort of tuck in a little bit because these are narrow legged. Now, I have got some fabric, so I'll show you what I've got. And I was going to make a jumper to go with the fabric as well. So, now this is the fabric I've decided to use. Now, I was going to use this for a pinafore dress, but as I've already got a dogtooth check that's got wool in, I've decided to keep that one for the pinafore dress, and I'm not going to make the pinafore dress till a little bit later on in the year. I've decided I want to lose a little bit more weight around my tummy area before I cut into that fabric. But I thought this would look nice in the trousers, and I've got the cream jumper to go with this. So I have got some black and I'm going to make the long sleeve turtleneck jumper out of this. So this is the cable knit. Hope you can see that. So this is all being washed, so it's ready to be cut out. So this will probably be the last oversized tee design that pattern that I'll use. But this fabric is not too heavy, so the drape is there, as you can see. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do this week or do something else, because I have got some fabric that I shared with you that I got from Harrogate. That was the ferns, and it's got some parrots on. So that is for the oversized t-shirt and the long sleeve version. So I've got that to do, and so I want to get that done, I think, this week. And I have got some polar fleece, and I've got a pattern for a nice jacket. Nothing fancy, it looks quite simple. I haven't got the pattern here to show you, but if I get a chance I might do that first. So that could be next week's project. So yeah, and it's not lined neither, the jacket, so that's why I'm using the polar fleece. It's got a facing in at the front, and there's no buttons on it, nothing. It's got a collar on. Very, very simple. I actually saw it on somebody else's sewing blog, and I thought, now if I'd have seen the pattern I probably wouldn't have bought it, but seeing it on somebody, I thought, yes, I do like that. And she'd done hers in Sherpa, and I thought, I'm going to do mine in polar fleece, and it is something I can wear in the shop or just pottering around outside, whatever. So I'm hopefully going to try and do that next week, along with the fern fabric, because it's all washed and ready to go. So yes, so I think for these trousers, for this, I think I probably will make a twirl up first. Just a quick one, cheap fabric, as long as it's got the drape, and just run them up quickly and see if the fit is okay. So yeah, so that's all my makes for this week. plans for next week. So I am going to be pretty busy because I've got obviously the dressmaking to do, and my cross stitch to do, and my stitching to do, and my socks, and everything else. So there's been no cooking, well, no baking this week. We haven't had anything. Jake had got plenty of muffins in the freezer, so he prefers them for me to leave them in the freezer, and he just gets one out as and when he wants it, which is better. It saves them going off, doesn't it? So, but I think I might do some muffins or something for us next week, so there might be a little bit of baking in next week's vlog. So, right, well, I think that's probably all I've got to share with you this week. I hope everybody has a lovely week, and I hope you all manage to get a little bit of crafting done. Let me know down below what your plans are for the coming week. I'd love to know. So take care, everyone, and I will see you all again soon. Bye for now.